Welcome to another episode of Office Hours, the recap, where we go a little deeper into the discussion that we had in our Discord room over on chatbotbuilder.ai. Let's get started.
Welcome back to the deep dive. We know you're keen to stay informed and get up to speed quickly. So today we're doing something a bit special, really diving into our recent office hours sessions. These were honestly a landmark event for the community. We had, over 12 hours of live discussion, building, strategizing, and the big highlight, of course, was having Ryan Baggett, the founder and CEO, join us directly. Just a fantastic opportunity for everyone who was there, but not everyone could make it. So our mission today, distill the absolute must-know stuff from those sessions for you. We're talking advanced prompting, some really cutting-edge MCP server integrations, and those high-level strategies. This isn't just theory, right? This is like essential for growth. We're staying ahead in AI right now because things are moving so fast. This deep dive is really for you if you missed out.
Absolutely. And what really struck me, wasn't just the cool tech, but the actionable potential. We saw so many light bulbs go off, those aha moments where people connected the dots. How to turn these AI ideas into real results. It was that shift from just knowing about AI to actually doing something meaningful with it.
Yeah, doing something that matters. And speaking of results, let's jump into one of the first big things we tackled. It was this spaghetti flow problem. Okay, let's unpack that a bit. So spaghetti flow, you've probably seen it, maybe even built it yourself, is where you end up with these super complex chatbot flows, loads and nodes, branches everywhere. It looks impressive, right? Sure. But when you look closely, they often don't deliver much real business value. It's like building a crazy complicated machine just to, turn on a light. Looks cool, but it's not exactly efficient.
Exactly right. And that's why the core idea, the philosophy we kept coming back to, was simple. Start with a clear business problem. Define a measurable outcome first. Before you touch any tech, before you even think about building a flow. The phrase we kept repeating was, start with the business problem, not the technology. Choose the simplest solution that achieves the goal. And the key part there, the real takeaway, was forcing yourself to define success measurably, upfront. That discipline saved people so much time and, frankly, a lot of headaches down the line.
That mindset shift, it just changes everything, doesn't it? And we had a brilliant example of this in action during the sessions. Jose's Facebook comment bot, remember that? It was so clever because he used an MCP server, right? To turn Facebook comments straight into sales links. No messenger opt-in needed. It wasn't just tech for tech's sake. It was totally goal first. And you could see the revenue. Clear, measurable. It kind of became the benchmark for us. Okay, so from untangling that spaghetti, we moved on to something that I think really blew people away. We called it the JSON Revolution. This is a big one. It basically replaces building flows node by node manually. Instead, you write a prompt, just natural language. The AI outputs structured JSON. It feels, incredibly powerful, like you're handing the AI a complete blueprint for how to behave.
It is powerful. It's a total shift in how you build. And we drilled down into a few key things you need to master this first. And this is critical, absolutely non-negotiable schema mastery. You have to give the AI the exact JSON schema for the platform you're using. You can't just use generic JSON from ChatGPT or something. It won't integrate. The AI needs the precise structure down to the last comma. Second was prompt architecture. We laid out this layered approach. Start with clear human instructions, what you actually want the AI to do. Then layer in the JSON configuration itself. Then add rules for different channels. How should it act on Instagram versus, say, a phone call? And finally, give it examples, concrete scenarios. Show, don't just tell. And through the iterative testing in the live demos, we really saw this in action. The first output often needs tweaking. You have to test, refine, test again. That's where the real learning happens.
Yeah, that live testing was key. And it led to this moment. Okay, here's where it got really cool. We actually demonstrated an AI agent adapting its personality, its whole response style, depending on the channel it was using, all from that single JSON prompt. I remember the chat just lighting up, that collective aha. It was like seeing the AI actually understand context, not just follow rules. That kind of adaptability that really flows into the next piece. MCP servers, extending what these agents can do. So for anyone not familiar, MCP multi-channel platform servers, think of them as the bridge. They connect your AI agent to the outside world, to external APIs.
That's a perfect way to put it. They're the bridge, the translator. And that connection unlocks so much. Suddenly your bot isn't just chatting, it's doing things. We showed how MCP servers let bots manage e-commerce carts like add items checkout, or send emails, look up info using Google APIs, even trigger complex workflows like you might do with Zapier. It turns the bot into a real workhorse. We saw some great use cases. E-commerce was a big one. Imagine product recommendations popping up right in Facebook comments. Someone clicks, adds to cart, and then the conversation smoothly shifts to Messenger to complete the purchase. Super seamless for the user. And then there was developer Jose's app again. He built this API to server-sent events converter. Okay, what that means, most APIs are like asking a question and getting one answer back. But server-sent events, that's like a continuous stream of updates. Think live sports scores or stock prices. Jose showed how his bots could now get real-time information. So things like live inventory alerts or instant support updates pushed right into the chat. Game-changing stuff.
Wow. Yeah, real-time opens up so many possibilities. Okay, so we've got the tech, goal first, JSON, MCP servers. Now, how do you actually use this to get clients? That's always the big question right there. We spent a good chunk of time on proven frameworks for that.
Yeah.
And the core strategy that emerged was actually pretty straightforward. Start small, solve one specific urgent pain point for the client first. Then once you've done that and built some trust, you expand.
Exactly. Start small, build trust. The campground case study was the perfect illustration. Phase 1, the client had this booking system that just wasn't working. People couldn't book easily, huge pain point. So that's what we fixed first, nothing else. Phase 2, by fixing just that one thing, we delivered measurable time savings. The staff weren't bogged down with manual bookings. That built instant credibility. The client saw real value. Then and only then, in Phase 3, did we start introducing the fancier stuff. Chatbots for FAQs, voice bots for after-hours calls, those MCP automations for booking confirmations. It felt like a natural next step because we'd already proven our worth.
And the result wasn't just, okay, project done. It turned into a long-term relationship, right? And it started referring new business. It really underlines that approach. Solve a real problem, show the results, and scale up. Patience and tangible wins. That seems to be the secret sauce for building that trust. Okay, building on that trust, let's loop back to the prompts themselves. The real, like, art and science of crafting them, because getting this right unlocks so much AI potential.
Oh yeah, we got pretty deep into the nitty-gritty here. A few key techniques stood out. First, precision in language. You just can't be vague. You need to choose your words super carefully to guide the AI exactly where you want it to go. No ambiguity. Second, delimiters for clarity. Using things like those triple hash marks, hashtag, tag, @check, or distinct JSON blocks within your prompt. It helps the AI separate different instructions like, okay, this part is the main goal, this part is the schema, this part is channel rules, stops things getting muddled. And third, we keep saying it because it's vital, schema integration. Always embed the exact JSON schema from the platform's own documentation right into your prompt. That's how the AI knows the precise format it needs to output. Things like first name versus first name, tiny details matter hugely.
Right, those details make all the difference. And when you combine that precision with JSON, well, that led to that really slick multi-channel demo, showing how one single JSON prompt could drive conversations across Facebook, Instagram, even voice calls and SMS. It felt seamless. The key was that user channel custom field, wasn't it? Telling the AI where it was operating. And I gotta mention the Snoop Dogg demo again. It was funny, sure, but what did it really demonstrate about adaptability?
Yeah, the Snoop Dogg agent. It was fun, but the underlying point was serious. The AI wasn't just changing what it said, but how. On Facebook, it gave rich media, images. Instagram, more visual, concise. Voice calls, the text was optimized to sound natural when spoken aloud. SMS, short and actionable. It showed true adaptive intelligence. You don't need 5 different bots. One core intelligence can adapt. The Snoop Dogg voice part, adopting that persona just from the prompt on a phone call, that really drove it home. The AI understood the nuance of the channel and adapted its whole style. That's powerful for user experience.
Definitely. But all this autonomy raises a big question, one we talked about a lot. When do you go full autonomous with JSON agents? And when do you need the control of, like, traditional flows? Finding that balance seems critical.
It is critical, and there's no single right answer for everything. Each approach has its place. Autonomous AI, the JSON-driven stuff, it shines in dynamic conversations. Customer service, where you never know what question is coming next. Content personalization. Anywhere, context and flexibility are king. But manual flows, still essential. You need them for anything requiring strict compliance or handling sensitive data. Think payments, legal forms, medical info. You need absolute step-by-step control there. Predictability is paramount. The sweet spot often is a hybrid approach. Use the fluid autonomous agent for the main conversation. But when you hit a critical point, like, okay, time to send that confirmation email or process this payment, The JSON prompt can trigger a small, predefined manual subflow. That gives you the best of both worlds. Conversational flexibility plus pinpoint accuracy for crucial steps. And this really brings up a question for you, the listener. Where does that balance lie for your projects? How do you decide when to let the AI fly solo versus when to keep it on a tighter leash? It's a key strategic choice.
That's a really important takeaway. And the exciting part is seeing people already grapple with that and build amazing things. We saw such a diverse range of real-world applications being worked on.
It was genuinely inspiring. In e-commerce, beyond just comment bots, people were building systems for real-time inventory checks, link to ads, automatic abandoned cart recovery sequences, really sophisticated stuff. For service industries, we saw that automated booking system integrating with multiple calendars, but also things like AI for generating initial quotes or answering common service questions 24/7. HR and recruitment had that resume screener, but also agents for scheduling interviews across multiple time zones, sending onboarding info, freeing up so much human time. Location services using Google APIs for personalized recommendations, even creative uses like AI characters for interactive storytelling or branded personalities. It's exploding.
The range is incredible. But okay, the landscape is changing so fast.
Yeah.
How do you keep up? How do you navigate all this without feeling totally overwhelmed?
Yeah, it can feel like drinking from a fire hose sometimes. The strategies we really focused on were 1. Selective depths. Don't try to learn everything. Focus on the tools and techniques that solve the immediate problems your clients have now. Go deep on those first. 2. Hands-on practice. Theory is great, but you have to build things. Get your hands dirty. Build small prototypes. Test things out. That's where the real understanding comes from. And 3. Community learning. Lean on the community. Share what you're building. Ask questions. Share your struggles and your wins. We all learn faster together.
Great advice. Selective depth, practice, community. That feels manageable. This has been a fantastic deep dive, really unpacking the core value from those office hours. These aren't just abstract ideas, they're practical tools you need right now.
Definitely. And to make it stick, really think about those action items. Can you audit one of your existing bots? Could JSON prompting make it better, simpler? Maybe identify just one measurable problem for one client this week. How could AI start chipping away at it? And try the practice points we suggested. Build a simple JSON agent, even just for one channel. Make one MCP server call. Maybe just look up a local business address via Google Maps API. Small steps build momentum.
Solid, actionable next steps. And speaking of what's next, definitely keep an eye out for future office hours. We're planning to dive into phone bots, really dig into WhatsApp integrations, and explore some premium MCP server setups. Lots more exciting stuff coming. So the final thought to leave you with today is this. As these AI tools keep getting better and faster, what new measurable problem are you going to tackle this week? How will you use this to build trust and really transform how you or your clients do business? We're excited to see what you come up with. Thanks for joining us on the Deep Dive.
That wraps up another discussion on the office hours recap. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. And as always, come on over and join us in the Discord room every week live at 10:30 a.m. Eastern. See you next week.